Revenge films.
My name is Mary. I work at an advertising agency. I have a boyfriend called Michael who also works in the same company. He's very easygoing and usually nice, but his selfish trait troubles me. Especially when we eat meals together. He loves to eat so much that he would even eat my food without asking. So I felt stressed and uncomfortable whenever we had a meal together. It was when we went to eat some pasta after work.
One meat sauce pasta, please?
Then I'll get the cod roe cream pasta. Okay. I always wanted to try their cod roe cream pasta because I heard rumors about it tasting delicious.
I see. I always get the meat sauce pasta.
When the staff brought us my cod roe cream pasta first, he did something unbelievable.
Looks delicious. I'm digging in.
Huh? Wait! After that, he finished half of my pasta like that was a normal thing to do. At first, I thought he might have wanted to share, so I stayed silent, keeping my calm and observing him. But when the staff brought him his meat sauce pasta, he ate everything, never offering me a bite. This wasn't limited to when we ate out, but the same thing also happened when I cooked him a meal at home. I prepared some salad, soup, and Hamburg steak today.
Oh, the Hamburg steak looks delicious. I'm digging in.
After he quickly finished his serving, he reached for my Hamburg steak as well. Hey, stop it, that's mine!
It's no big deal. I thought you were on a diet.
When did I say that?
You're chubby. If you're not on a diet yet, you should start now.
Compared to him, who was slim but a big eater, I admit that I am a bit chubby. But I wasn't fat, and I never worried too much about my body shape, so I thought it was none of his business, and he irritated me. I am not going on a diet. I also want to eat this Hamburg steak.
Whoa, you're such a glutton.
It's you who's a glutton, Michael. There was no point for me to argue, and he just ignored me, forcefully took my Hamburg steak away, and finished it in one bite. Then he put down his chopsticks, looking fulfilled.
Whew, that was good. Thanks for the meal.
How about your salad and soup?
You can eat them. I don't really like vegetables.
He didn't even touch his soup and salad, and after he finished eating his Hamburg steak, he started to tidy up the dishes. He was getting worse day by day. And he would sometimes finish all the food by himself, ignoring me, who clearly looked uncomfortable. One day, when we went to eat some grilled meat together, something that would test my limits happened. After we ordered some meat, taking a look at the menu, I stood up to go to the restroom. I had a bad feeling about it, so I hurried back to my table. But I was right after all. He had grilled all the meat by himself and was hurrying to finish them all, although they weren't grilled enough yet. When I was observing him secretly, he grilled all the meat I ordered at once. And seeing him gulping them all up, I couldn't help but feel speechless. Hey, where's my meat?
I'm so full. Should we get the check?
When I heard him say that, my anger exploded, and I finally complained to him. I've had enough. Why do you always eat my serving too? I'm going home.
Hey, wait, why are you so mad?
That day, I went home alone, leaving him at the restaurant. The next day, I bet he felt bad, and he apologized to me at the office.
Mary, I'm sorry about yesterday. I'm surprised to know that you really wanted to eat meat.
Don't make it sound like I'm obsessed with eating.
Come on, I'm sorry.
You better not do the same again in the future.
Okay.
He did apologize to me, so I decided to forgive him this time. During lunch break, when I was about to eat lunch at the canteen, he sat down next to me.
I'm also having my lunch now, so let's eat together.
Sure. I ordered the fried chicken set while he ordered fried pork with eggs. When I sat down next to him and was about to start eating, he took my fried chicken and ate it first as always.
The fried chicken tastes great as usual. I had trouble deciding which to get.
Hey! I thought you said you'd be careful next time.
Huh? I thought you were just referring to grilled meat.
No, I meant that I want you to stop eating my order like this all the time.
But you're more overweight than me. How about you start eating less?
It's none of your business. Go get me another fried chicken set.
I don't mind, but make sure you pay for it.
Why? I haven't eaten anything yet.
You're fat because you're so obsessed with eating. You better feel ashamed about your body.
There were so many other employees eating at the canteen, but he loudly insulted me about my body, and I was on the verge of tears. Then my female boss, called Mrs. O'Brien, who was watching us, suddenly came to stand next to him. She was serious about her work and very strict. But she was a bit chubby and very kind when we were off work. Mrs. O'Brien, who everyone in the office feared, suddenly stood next to him and he got scared and shut his mouth. Then Mrs. O'Brien suddenly started to yell at him. You better stop all this nonsense. I have been listening to your conversation and I can't believe you're an adult, hearing you speak so much nonsense without any common sense.
Huh? Oh no!
You ate someone else's food without permission and even insulted a woman's body. How awful can you be? Apologize to her now.
I'm sorry.
He seemed really scared of how fierce Mrs. O'Brien was, and he apologized as he bowed to me. Then Mrs. O'Brien turned to me. I think it's best for you to break up with a guy like him. It's not just a problem about whether he's a glutton or not. He lacks consideration for others. He doesn't deserve you. I agree.
Wait, calm down.
Shut up and go order a new set of fried chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll educate that guy very well. You must have gone through a lot. Hearing Mrs. O'Brien's words, I felt like I was finally able to wake up from a bad dream. And that night, after giving some thought, I decided to break up with him. After work the next day, I asked if we can meet up.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I want to break up with you. Just like Mrs. O'Brien said, I think you lack consideration for others. I can't stay with someone who would make me stressed whenever I go to have a meal with them.
No way! I can't accept that as a reason for our breakup.
I think it's time you realize how abnormal you are. I'm breaking up with you no matter what. Goodbye.
Wait, Mary! I'm sorry!
After breaking up with him, I was finally free from stress and was able to enjoy my meal to the fullest. By the way, after the incident at the canteen, he had to transfer to Mrs. O'Brien's department, and she strictly educated him there every day. He must have been really afraid of her because within a week, he started skipping work. And he never came back to the office again. After a while, when I was walking through town, I found him looking filthy with an untidy beard and long hair that reached his shoulders, leaving a pinball parlor. It looks like he got addicted to gambling after quitting his job and was living a life without any future plans and no stable job. Now that he had left the company, I no longer had to feel uncomfortable, and I started to work even harder so that I can become a boss like Miss O'Brien. As a result, I got a promotion, and I was getting a higher pay. I was living a more fulfilling life compared to when I was dating him.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.